substantial field. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wild card game. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Go. 280.
Check 52 to Mike.
Watch the slant.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Quarterback, D-line. Quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Check it out, read. Wide. Get wide.
Flag.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Sunday.
57's the Mike. Watch 57.
Go.
57's the Mike.
Go.
57's the Mike. Dude. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Twist by 7.
Snap coming at 1. Now wins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll be out right at the 35. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying the defense is going to have to adjust to it.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
A first carry for Josh Adams. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
We got heavy. Everybody scoot up. Heavy. Hey, he's sneaky, guys. Watch out for 86. Watch the run. They're running.
Hey, Delta.
Flare.
Done.
52's the mark, boys. 52.
Throwing now is Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st and 10, it's Clement. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
5'9".
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Hey, Haywood.
57. Mike 57. Watch the run.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Wentz, man open. It's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
I got you.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Saints' 39-yard line.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Go. 120. Tyson.
Double time. 3 down.
They'll run on first down. Clement. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Good work, dude.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
It's a party now. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Hey, high 7.
On 2nd and 9. Wentz. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking it in from 7 yards away as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Shift.
On first down, Clement. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
You can't block me.
57.
57.
Hey, orbit.
Oh, yeah. And here we go.
Great 57.
On 3rd down, here comes Clement. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Kenny Moore running down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out here in the eye.
In your face.
They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Next to score, Eagles 14, Saints 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
On second down now. It's Murray, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Love. This one complete to Christian Kirk. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout, but let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They run from the shotgun with Murray. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. They go back to Murray on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Go.
Now a second down run for Murray. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
First down, New Orleans.
On first down, Love. That's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 10 yards out as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Luck's good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively off. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Luck. He's going to look deep down the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 10th carry of the game now. Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Murray. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Adams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Locke. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now Locke. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Go. 290.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz. That's complete. It's Corey Clement. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Corey Clement. He scored on the ground and through the air. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Elliott good with a PAT. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
First down, New Orleans.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with Murray. And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, this is Adams. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, here's Adams. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Murray. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. He's checking, he's checking. He's right. Check. 12.
They're going to run it with Murray. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards, good for a Saints first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They run again with Murray. He's seen a ton of action tonight. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They run on 2nd down with Adams, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Let's go, B, let's go. On. Let's get there. Check 9.
Here's Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Saints 31, Eagles 21.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Kill.
To throw is Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 play.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. A 20th carry coming up now for Murray. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And, Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the 4th quarter when you've got the lead, your ability to not just wear people down, but close games out.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check. Lucky.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Luck now to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Crayvon LeBlanc with a pick. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Two-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Here we go. 180. Run.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. They'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. 57's the mic. Watch this.
Wentz to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. No. Wrong football. Kill. Switch.
Back to throw. Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. An Eagle first down. Wentz to Ertz.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 57. Target.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Corky, 82, Corky.
To throw is Wentz. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. It's Murray. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go with Murray again. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs, because there's all that build-up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt, because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody.